What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a highly requested video that I got from a lot of you guys from Twitter, and that is my everyday makeup routine. So I'm just going to be showing you guys how I do this everyday look. Very simple, easy, and fast to do. Does not take me long. A lot of my products I use are drugstore, but not all of them. And also I don't really do very heavy makeup. I do like to keep it a little natural but still give off a full face of makeup. So let's get started. Okay, so I already moisturized and prepped my skin before this. I decided that I'm going to be making a skincare routine tutorial separately just because I feel like it would be too long. So for my first step, I'm going to be using my Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. And I just go ahead and take a small dab onto my finger, about like this small. And I just go ahead and put that in the spots of my face where I feel like I need it the most. I just work it into the rest of my face after. I'm also doing my makeup on my bed. I like to be comfortable when I do my makeup, so I like to use my little tiny mirror. I feel like that's kind of weird, but I don't know, my makeup still comes out really good. And then I take my Maybelline FIT Me foundation, wrong side. It's my FIT Me foundation, and this one is really light coverage. I don't really like to use heavyweight foundations because I have freckles and I don't want to cover them up. So I just go ahead and put a little bit onto my hands, and I go ahead with my damp beauty blender and just apply it onto my face. Okay, so after I've applied foundation all over my face, I go in with my e.l.f. 16-hour Camo concealer. I used to not really like this concealer because it was really thick, but I actually learned to really like it because it's thick. So I just go ahead and apply that onto my under eyes and onto my T-zone. I put a little bit onto my laugh lines. And then I go ahead with the same beauty blender and blend that in. Okay, so now that I had put concealer all over my face, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline FIT Me loose powder. This is in the second lightest shade that I got from Target. A lot of my makeup is from Target. I really like shopping there, and they're really expanding their makeup section, which I really like a lot too. I was gonna go ahead and buy the lightest shade that they had, but when I went, they were sold out, so I just went with the second lightest shade, and I think the second lightest shade works really well for me, so I just go ahead and use that. And I go in with a different beauty blender specifically for powder, and I just go ahead and apply it with that. I also am only applying it where I had put my concealer. Then with my MAC Studio Fix powder, I use the shade C3. I go ahead and grab my powdered brush and I just apply that everywhere else onto my face where I didn't apply the loose powder. I also try to make sure I go down to my neck just to make sure that everything is blended from my face to my neck. So now with another powdered brush, I just go ahead and dust off the loose powder that I put over my concealer. I go in with my bronzer, which is a Brontour from Morphe. I go in with the shade Vlogger. I've been using this bronzer for a couple months now and I really like it. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with this brush and dab a little bit onto it and apply it under my cheekbone. I try not to apply so much because I feel like I'm very fair, and I also don't want to have like super harsh bronzer on my face. I use this brush solely to apply the bronzer, and then after I finish bronzing my face, I go in with another brush and I blend it in. So don't think I'd be looking crazy. I apply the bronzer in circular motions on my forehead. I feel like it just applies better onto my face, but you can do it however you want. Also going under my jawline. And then for my nose, I use a eyeshadow blending brush and I just put a little bit onto the tip and I start from the start of my eyebrow all the way to the ends of my nose. And then after that, I go in with the other brush that I used to apply my bronzer and I just blend it out. I take my time blending out my nose because I don't want any harsh lines and I want it to look as smooth as possible. Also, I do this little thing where I like pinch the edge of the brush so that it's like not so fluffy and it's more like precise for my nose. I feel like it works well for me. Okay, so now that I have that, I use this blending brush and I just go ahead and blend out all of my bronzer to make sure it's smooth all around my face. And then same thing with my nose. So now that I feel like my makeup looks smoother, I go in with the powdered blending brush and I just go ahead and apply a little bit more powder under where I put the bronzer, under my cheek where I put the bronzer, just to clean it up. And I also put some on my nose. And then going back with my powdered brush, I just go ahead and dust that off. So as far as lashes goes, I don't do my lashes. I get eyelash extensions from my girl Michelle. If you guys are ever in the Inland Empire, just know that my girl Michelle does the best lashes ever. I've been having my lashes done from her I think for about a year now, and I don't think I'm ever gonna go back to my natural lashes or strip lashes. I just feel like they're so convenient and they make getting ready so much faster and easy to do. And even when I'm not wearing makeup, it's like I have makeup on even though I don't. I feel like she does like the most amazing lashes on me because she has done like so many different styles on me. Like I've seen so many girls do lashes and they just do like regular cat eye looks, but with me, like, I've experimented with different styles and shapes, and I feel like this style that I get is like my go-to style. It's kind of like a wispy look, but it's a little more fuller, and I don't know, I feel like it's still like dramatic but still a little natural, and it just like looks so good on my face. But yeah, anyways, after I do all of that, I go in with my Morphe blush. I use the shade Dolce Pink, and this is probably one of my favorite blushes that I've ever used. I used to not really wear blush because I thought that I was like a clown when I would wear blush, but this shade is actually like a very natural pink. It's not so bright, and also it has shimmer in it, so it really makes my cheeks stand out. So I just use my blush brush, which I already applied some on there, and I just go ahead and apply it onto my cheekbones. Every time I apply blush onto my cheekbones, I make sure I smile a little bit to make sure they pop out, so I don't get blush anywhere else on my face. I use this highlighter. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter. I use the shade Precious Petals. I get so many compliments on this highlighter. It is so bomb. I'm really like running out, but it has like a, it's kind of gold. I don't really like gold highlighters, but this one's like a very like light gold mixed with like a nude ish, and I don't know, it just gives off a really strong glow, which I like. Like I said, I get a lot of compliments on it, so I would highly recommend this highlighter. And also, like I said, I get most of my makeup from Target, so I'm pretty sure they have this like at any regular like drugstore. And I just go ahead and apply that onto the upper side of my cheekbones. I like to apply some on the bottom of my brow just because I really like my brow to glow. Also, I don't do my eyebrows. My eyebrows are very full and thickish. I used to like try to fill in my eyebrows like in like the start of my eyebrow, but like it just did not look good on me. It just looked like I was trying too hard. So I just let my natural eyebrows be. And I just go ahead and I just like get them threaded every couple months, like every 3 months, and I just make sure I pluck them like every now and then when I see the hairs growing back. And I'm just applying some onto my cupid's bow also, and the bottom of my chin, or the top of my chin, whatever. And I just go back in and apply more because I feel like I need more glow. So also for eyes, I don't use eyeshadow as much anymore because of my eyelashes. I feel like my eyes already look really dramatic, and I just feel like eyeshadow is just unnecessary for me, mainly because I'm a little lazy. So, but sometimes when I feel like getting ready and cute, I do use eyeshadow, but for my everyday routine, I normally don't. So I use this pressed pigment eyeshadow pigment, I guess, and it's, you can't even see it, it's in the shade Angelic. I got it from MAC, obviously, because I showed you guys. And I just put a little bit onto my finger, and I put that into the inner corners of my eye. And it just adds like a little pop. I used to put like the highlighter in the inner corners of my eye, but I don't know, I don't think I really like that highlight color in the inner corners. I like this one better. It's like a more snowy white, and it just, I don't know, it sparkles more, it's more glittery. So then I use my Maybelline Falsies mascara. You could just use your favorite mascara. I always experiment with different mascaras, so not a big thing for me. And I just apply that to the bottom or the lower lashes. So then I use this brush and I brush out my eyelashes. I just got my eyelashes done today. So yeah, they look on point right now. But honestly, my lashes last really long. I go every 2 weeks to get a fill, but I think I could wait 3 weeks. Like, my lashes still be looking good like after 2 weeks. Okay, so the only thing I do for my brows is I use my hair gel, and I just use another little brush that I use for my lashes, and I apply a little bit of gel onto it, and I just use that on my brows just to make sure that they stay. I only put a little bit because if I put too much, I feel like it's just gross. Okay, so for lip liners, I use Morphe's lip liners, and I use two different shades. They're pretty similar. This one is a little darker, and this one is the shade Honeymoon. But the one that I normally use is Frenchie, which is just a little bit lighter. And I just go ahead and line my lips with that one. And then I use this gloss that I got from Target. I think it's Makeup Forever, I'm not sure. Normally I don't use this. I use MAC's lipstick, and normally their lipsticks I use the shade Taupe and another one called Honey, like Honey something, I don't remember, but Honey is like the main one I use, and I ran out and haven't bought any, so I found this one that was like a kind of a similar shade, so I just use a little bit of that. I mean, I really do like this color. I like how pink it is, but the fact that it's a gloss, like, I don't like. And then I go back in with my liner and I just blend it. For lip gloss, I used to use this Victoria's Secret gloss. It literally was one of my favorite glosses ever, but I'm like literally running out, and I got so many compliments on this one because of the color and shine that it gives. I went to Morphe the other day with my bestie, and I found this gloss from Jeffree Star. It's called Crystal Kiss, and it's very similar to the shade. The only difference is that this one is a little bit darker because it has more purple, and this one is a little bit lighter because it has more gold. But overall they both have the same colors, which is like pink, purple, and gold, and I just am obsessed with this gloss. It adds a perfect shine. With my last and final step, I go in with my MAC Fix Plus setting spray, and I just spray that all around my face. And yeah, that is pretty much how I do my everyday makeup. I feel like it's pretty simple. It doesn't take me long to do at all. It only takes me about 15 to 20 minutes to get ready every day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.